to this moment.
Today, Lane Hardy wins American Idol, and the Grande Dame of Potomac, Karen Huger, is here to break down all the latest housewife news.
Where should I sit? I don't want to mess that up.
On the corner so I can kick you out quick.
Sit your ass down.
This is your reality check.
I'm gonna let y'all know this is a fun bunch.
Welcome, everybody. You know what? If you're still mad about that Game of Thrones finale, you've come to the right place. We're here to take your mind off of it. I'm Lyndsey Rodrigues. Happy Monday. We are kicking off your week in the best possible way with some fabulous guests and all of the best moments from your favorite reality TV shows. So joining me today is the Grande Dame of Potomac, Karen Huger herself from Real Housewives. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am so happy that you're here, and I'm so happy that you're wearing sequins during the day.
Thank you.
More of that.
More bling during the day, ladies.
Yes.
More bling.
And so much goss to dish with you in just a little bit.
Okay.
Later in the show, we do have EW's Jessica Derschowitz coming in to talk about the upcoming Bachelorette episode. And we have two of RuPaul's drag queens here to talk about this season of Drag Race and last night's shocking Idol finale. But first up, Karen, let's get right into last night's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh, so many questions for you. Okay, so we saw Giselle on this apology tour, and it led her straight to your front door. So why don't we see how that went down?
Okay.
It's a risk I'm taking letting Giselle back in my house. Thank you for making the effort, but it's just a private moment. You understand that?
I totally understand.
Okay, good.
Okay. Giselle, shut up.
So I'm gonna cover her with the blood of Jesus. I'm gonna sage her. I'm gonna make sure I bind her up so she behaves.
I feel like your one-liners are so good that even if you were being mean to me, I wouldn't care because I'd be like, you're so funny.
I love having a good time. I am funny. I enjoy people. I enjoy Giselle sometimes, you know.
Sometimes.
Not all the time.
Well, what was your mindset before she came over? Were you open to hearing what she had to say?
Absolutely, or I would not have invited her in my home, you know, but she didn't disappoint, banging on walls and everything.
Opening
She's
cupboards.
so low rent. I'm like, oh my God, can you get it together?
Is that why you only let her in 2 rooms?
Absolutely. You're not going to get, it makes no sense to let someone who doesn't respect your home go all over your home. And there was no respect.
Right.
So,
Well,
no, she's limited to 2 rooms.
Just two for now. Maybe she can work her way up to 3 or 4.
She may, we'll see.
Did you feel that her attempts to make amends with you were sincere or coming from the right place?
I think it's coming from the right place. Were they sincere? I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know, I really don't know. There's a big question mark because, you know, I've known Giselle for 10 years and I don't know this Giselle today.
Okay.
So I miss the Giselle I knew.
Do you think you can find her again? Do you think she can find her?
I'm not looking for her. She needs to find herself and bring her to me. Okay, hello.
Okay.
But
well, yeah.
I am open to that. I am open to that. If Giselle just, you know, turns the corner and just is Giselle again, you know?
Well, she did say that she's working really hard on having compassion. She says that she doesn't feel that that's something that comes easily to her. So why don't we see how that conversation went?
Yeah.
I'm working on total compassion.
I have a good therapist.
Actually, I'm in therapy, thank you.
Are you?
I am.
First Katie, now Karen. Dr. Ken told me I need to be more sensitive. Giselle is A++ when it comes to sensitivity.
Is Giselle A++ when it comes?
Absolutely not.
What grade would you give her?
A F.
An F.
She has no sensitivity. You know, you'll see that as you go through the season. But she really struggles with that. And as a past friend of hers, I really hope that she surprises me and has that bandwidth to be compassionate.
Right. At least get to a C-.
C- would be good for Giselle.
Do you think that the therapy is having a good effect?
I think it's causing her to mirror herself, and that's always a good thing. So I'm hopeful for her, but I'm not losing sleep or betting on the horse called Giselle.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Why don't we move on now to Ashley's party?
Okay.
She threw a party for her Uncle Lump, and you decided to sit this one out, so let's take a look.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Monique and Karen can't make it to the party because I really thought this would be an opportunity for us to talk out our issues, so I feel like it was a missed opportunity.
My question is, you know, why? For what?
For what? So talk me through your thought process as you came to the decision to not attend.
Oh, well, Ashley, you know, has done a lot of dark things, you know, toward not just me, my family.
Right.
And so that's going to take a moment. She doesn't have what Giselle has, you know. She's going to have to work her way into trust from me.
Right.
And at that time, to be quite honest with you, I was, you know, having seafood night with my family. Why would I go anywhere with Ashley? Or, you know,
Family first.
Family first.
Absolutely. Well, okay. Please, can we get your honest opinion of Michael's outfit from the party? Even though you and Giselle have your differences,
Yes.
do you agree with her when she says that the white husbands are trying to be Wakanda forever?
You know, I just wish she would stop bringing race. I wish Giselle would stop bringing race into it. And yes, it was Wakanda forever.
Right.
You know, it's not that it's a white man doing it. It's just Michael's doing it. And
Michael's doing it.
Yeah, so it is what it is. And, you know, Michael is a colorful character. What can we say?
As we saw on last night's episode, so the party turned out to be quite the rager. A lot of alcohol was involved, going till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And some interesting revelations came to the forefront. Take a look.
Yes.
I know it was fun. I know that. I could tell you that. And I remember hearing out of Michael's mouth, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Like, I'm just going to forget that I heard that.
Woo! Okay, all
my.
right. Praise the Lord. Go ahead.
I feel like
I'm glad I missed
too
the
young
party.
to be hearing this. Well, I am guessing that we're going to be hearing a lot more about this on future episodes, but I'm curious as to whether or not this revelation even came as a surprise to you.
No.
No.
No, I'm not surprised at all.
Okay.
I mean, you know, Michael's menu selection for others is broad.
Right.
What can I say? So, no, I'm not surprised. Disappointed? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little disappointed.
Right. You know, he's a fellow Aussie, so like I want to see some good in him, but I don't know.
You're not the
I
only
watched
one
the
that
show.
doesn't know. I'm going to need Michael to really do some soul searching, and you know, there's a heavy scene. There are allegedly
yes.
charges have been dropped,
Right.
but there are a lot of people out there, including myself. I needed him to be vindicated. I needed him to be proven innocent. And that question mark will forever linger over his character now. And this doesn't help me move on with Michael.
Yeah.
Now you want to munch on our husband's dinglings. I'm through.
Okay.
I can't, okay? I can't.
I mean, on that note, on the ding-a-ling.
Okay.
On this Sunday's episode, you and the ladies are taking a trip down to the Big Easy, New Orleans. So we're very excited to see how that plays out. Karen, thank you so much for being here
You're
today.
welcome.
You are welcome back anytime.
Thank
You are
you.
fabulous, my friend.
Thank you.
When we come back, I'll be joined by Hot 97's Miabelle and Senior Digital News Editor for EW, Jessica Derschowitz, and we'll be talking all things Bachelorette. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. I am now here with Hot 97's Miabelle and Senior Digital News Editor of Entertainment Weekly, Jessica Derschowitz, and they are here to shed some light on The Bachelorette ahead of tonight's episode. Ladies, thank you very much for being here. Looking fabulous. How are you both?
Doing well.
Excellent. We have a lot of ground to cover because let's face it, this new season of The Bachelorette started off with a bang. First of all, Hannah gave Scott the boot because it turned out he had a girlfriend at home. But the good news is she certainly hit it off a little better with some of the other suitors. Are we right? Yeah. Now, we're all very excited about tonight's new episode. Jessica and Miabelle, what are you each looking forward to the most about tonight's show?
I just think seeing the aftermath of what happened at the cocktail party last week and seeing how the guys who got through, even though they didn't necessarily have the same amount of time, that one-on-one time, and just seeing the ripple effects of all of that.
Yeah, because I guess there was a few people that were like, that's not fair, like they didn't put in the effort, and so why are they staying?
The waters are already getting choppy, and we are
Right.
just getting started.
Yeah. Miabelle, what do you think?
I'm always waiting to see how annoying some of the guys are gonna be.
You and me both.
Yes, because you know, they get so ahead of themselves and they just want to be in her face. And I'm always ready to see how crazy they're gonna get just to get that time with her, that one-on-one time.
Yeah, a few of them, I have to say, a few of them have already given me a little bit of anxiety.
Right.
Like the guy that did like the bear roar, and I mean, there's a lot of energy, a lot of big personalities, but a very big media personality has been very vocal about her distaste for the franchise. Kelly Ripa has said that she finds it disgusting, and these words have kind of led to a bit of a war on Twitter. Creator Mike Fleiss wrote a tweet that suggested that Bachelor Nation pays for Kelly's ABC salary. You can see the tweet right there. Easy, Kelly Ripa. The Bachelorette franchise pays your salary. Ouch! This in turn led to Grey's Anatomy star Ellen Pompeo coming to Kelly's defense, saying, "We don't attack successful women on our network. You tell them, Ellen, highest paid woman in TV, coming to the defense of a fellow lady." I love that. But Hannah B has been really adamant that her experience so far has been nothing but positive. So why don't we hear what she said when she appeared on Live with Kelly and Ryan.
I'm not behind this at all. You seem like a lovely girl. You blink twice, I will get you out of here.
Ultimately, it was one of the most empowering things I ever have done. That's why I decided that I wanted to be the Bachelorette.
I think this is such an interesting conversation, so I want to hear from you both. Do either of you or both of you see Kelly's point of view here?
Of course I do. I mean, you can look at any of these reality shows, dating or otherwise, and there's a weird voyeurism to them that you have to buy into if you're sitting and watching the show. That said, it's fun. Like, I mean, I watch the show, you watch the show. It's hard to go even for, like, if you want to go really deep into it and look at it from a critical standpoint, there's plenty that you can say about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette over the years that it's been on. But you're hearing from Hannah herself that she found it empowering. And you saw in night one, she stood up to a guy that was a jerk. I guess if you're seeing it from inside, I don't know, it's fun.
And what do you think, Miabelle?
My thing is, if the person on camera is okay with doing it, then hey, that's her business, you know? Fall back a little bit, Kelly, let her do what she does. And we all have opinions on reality TV, but this is what the people want, you know?
Yeah, and Kelly's entitled to her opinion. I thought it was, I was a little taken aback by Mike Fleiss calling her out on Twitter like that, especially because it's all ABC.
Yes.
Grey's Anatomy airs on ABC, Live with Kelly and Ryan airs on ABC, The Bachelorette airs on ABC.
Right.
Yeah.
So seeing that little like dividing line in there, I thought was very like, oh.
It's going to make for an awkward Christmas party, that's for sure. Like,
bringing up the salaries too. It's like, come on, it's not that serious. You don't have to take it that far.
I think particularly in this day and age where we have so many conversations surrounding like pay parity and just, you know, women sort of having their time in the spotlight and getting the recognition that they deserve. I think that felt like a particularly low blow.
Yes.
And also not necessarily true.
Right.
But, you know, as you said, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and he was getting his shots in. Chris Harrison also chimed in. Obviously, Ellen came to the defense, and then Wendy Williams chimed in. All the fans are chiming in. So already this season is getting so much publicity, good, bad, or otherwise. So I'm sure ABC is thrilled regardless. And the season is just getting started, really. So right now, we do have an exclusive EW sneak peek of what tonight has in store for us. Check this out.
Hannah,
Yes.
will you accept this honey mustard?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Cheers to a bright future.
What the heck? It's kind of insane, honestly.
Okay, so having seen that, we already know that that you would like to see a bit of the ripple effect from last week's episode. You want to know who's going to be the most annoying contestant. Anything else based on that you're hoping to see?
I mean, I think Cam is #1 contender for your...
He wins.
ABC, always be Cam. Like, he has come right out of the gate trying to be memorable, but memorable, especially at this early venture, usually skews bad for me. If I know your name, you're not one of my favorites.
Right. Sometimes less is more, Cam. Sometimes less is more. Well, we will be talking more Bachelorette on tomorrow's show, so I hope that you'll join us for that. In the meantime, Miabelle and Jessica, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that we'll see you again to talk more about the latest developments. And we will see you guys at home very soon too, right on the other side of this commercial break, actually, when Honey Davenport and Scarlet Envy will be in the studio to talk Drag Race and American Idol. Welcome back. I'm Lyndsey Rodrigues, and joining me in the studio now is the ever so fabulous Honey Davenport and Scarlet Envy. Hi, girls.
Check.
Oh, you look so fantastic, and I'm very happy that you are here because we have a lot to talk about. Because Thursday's episode of Drag Race, it was a lot. How do you feel about the top 4? Because now we have Brooklyn Heights, we have Akira Davenport. She's got your name.
That's my family.
That's your family. Evie Oddly and Silky Nutmeg Ganache. So, what do we think of this top 4?
I think it's a really great representation of our season. I think it's awesome that we live in a time where our top 4 is primarily people of color. Yes. That's a first for RuPaul's Drag Race, and that really excites me. Yeah. And I think that each and every one of those girls really has a shot at this crown.
Yeah. What do you think, Scarlett?
It's hard. It's a really hard thing to do.
Right.
To even be there. So you know, hats off. If it wasn't glued on, I would take it off to each of the 4 of them because it's a difficult competition.
Oh, it really is. I mean, you girls really get put through your paces on this show.
Yeah, we do.
And I mean, what did you think about in the lip sync part, the judges telling Brooklyn that her performance lacked passion? Did you agree with that at all?
I didn't necessarily disagree.
Okay. It's an honest answer. I like that.
You know what? She is technical, and it was beautiful. I've said it about her and to her before. I love to watch her.
Right.
I just love to watch her as someone who doesn't have the ability to dance as well. We'll just say that.
Okay.
It's fun to watch somebody who can. So that she did. But I think, it would be hard not to be a little bit disconnected.
Well,
when you only have one take.
You only have one take, and if you are a very technical person, I would imagine getting caught up in your head of everything has to be perfect. Does that leave room for
And with what I've always experienced from a Brooklyn Heights performance, which I love, is on a Brooklyn Heights performance, she checks every box. Like every single thing you wanted from a performance, she checks every box. And so that just comes across as clean because there's some kind of beauty in art and where it's like, a little bit off and a little bit messy, but that doesn't mean that the other thing is better. Like they're just two different styles.
Gotcha.
I think it's been really fun to watch a curious come up.
Yeah.
She was a silent killer for a lot of the competition.
Yeah, and now she's in the top 4.
And she's in the top 4, and she makes a lot of what she wears. Same with Evie, which is actually really important to me, and I think a lot of drag queens we make what we wear.
Right.
That's our only option before
you really are like the jack of all trades because like you sing and
Yeah.
dance and make your own outfits and do your own makeup as well all the time? So
I prefer to spend time in the studio making my own music and outsource the costumes. But
right. Well, on Thursday night we saw the star-crossed lovers, Brooklyn Heights, speaking of her, and Miss Vanjie. They had to lip sync against one another, and Miss Vanjie was told to sashay away, leaving us all wondering about the future of Brangie. Let's take a look.
Brangie, is that going to continue after? We're going to see where it goes and see what happens. My hope for my relationship with Vanjie after this is just to get to know each other like two normal people. It could be nice. We'll see what happens.
So what do you think? Will Brangie last after the competition? What does the future hold for them?
I don't think any of us should be looking to live as normal people anymore. Regardless
it's very true.
of who we were. Can I say that word? Maybe not.
We can believe it, I guess. I don't know.
No matter who we were sleeping with throughout the competition, we shouldn't be looking for normalcy these days.
Who we were sleeping with throughout the competition.
Well, yeah, wait a minute. Who else was sleeping with who?
Oh, wow. We'll focus on Brandy.
Okay. We'll talk about that at brunch, maybe.
Right? I was like, Scarlett's making me jealous. I've been trying to sleep with Scarlett for years.
Do you think the lip sync battle could have affected their relationship in a negative way, though? Because, I mean, you're pitting two people who have feelings for one another against one another.
I don't think so. I think that all of us girls who, we're just so blessed with the opportunity to be there, to be quite honest. Everything kind of is taken with a grain of salt, where you go or place, at least for me, after the competition, I think.
Yeah, it would be easy for me to, I think, separate those things.
Okay. Yeah.
You're here with a purpose, which is to get that crown.
That's right.
Find the shiniest thing in the room and take it.
Yeah, that's showbiz, kid.
That's showbiz. I hope for their sakes that they will be okay. I'm sure that they will be.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
We will find out. We'll be definitely stalking the interwebs to find out that information. Now, Thursday's episode was such a challenge because the queens had to write lyrics to a rap, they had to learn the choreography, and then they had one take to get it all right in their music video shoot. Now, for some of the ladies, this was definitely easier said than done, as you'll see here.
Round, boom. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Queen. 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Queen. Okay, the Kyria, she's in her head. It's like she's never stepped into a dance rehearsal before in her life.
I feel her pain. I feel her pain.
Especially being at Davenport, because we're a family that's known to be dancers, but what she brings to it is something so special. Also, I can't imagine that she could easily dance around all that booty.
But also, one take is just, I mean, that feels so challenging to me, and I wasn't even a part of it. So, I don't know, do you think that confidence is really the key thing? Like, fake it till you make it, almost, in this situation?
Well, it's an interesting question, because that's kind of what I was doing in the competition, was kind of fake it till I make it. You stand up next to the sparkliest, most beautiful drag queens in the world, and it's hard to feel worthy to be in the workroom sometimes. So I think as a defense mechanism, I was very confident, maybe when I shouldn't have been, or I don't know where I got it from.
Girl, I wasn't mad at it. I was like the opposite on the other. I was like, oh my gosh, all of these sparkly drag queens. I was like all in my head.
Oh, it's just so nice. It's so obvious that you all have so much fun together. I know that you've shot the big finale, so we're excited to see what unfolds in that. But from one finale to another, last night, American Idol, such an upset because everyone was really thinking that Alejandro Aranda was going to be the winner. But then Ryan Seacrest said that name, 19-year-old Lane Hardy. He was the winner. Check it out.
Lane Hardy!
To be fair, even Lane didn't look like he was expecting that.
It does look like he was a little surprised.
He was like, is that the right name?
I love it. I love that they're both guitarists. You know, a lot of similarities in the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, I think all of America was. There was definitely a lot of backlash. But at the end of the day, I mean, Lane, congratulations, and Alejandro as well. I'm sure they have amazing music careers ahead of them. And who knows, maybe a collaboration down the line.
Right.
Yeah, now don't go anywhere, everybody, because Honey, Scarlet, and I will be right back after this very short break. Stay tuned. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much to all of my amazing guests for hanging out with me. Karen Huger, Miabelle, Jessica Derschowitz, Honey Davenport, and Scarlet Envy, who are still here and still fabulous. And make sure you tune in tomorrow because we will be talking more about The Bachelorette, the final part of the Vanderpump Rules reunion. Plus, Paige DeSorbo is coming back to the studio to dish on Summer House. We love Paige. So glad that she's coming back. In the meantime, you make sure that you're following us on social media and make sure you download the PeopleTV app on your smart TV, your smartphone, or anywhere you stream content so you never miss a moment of your entertainment favorites and you never miss moments with amazing women like this. Oh! I am Lyndsey Rodrigues and I will check you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, ladies.